Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Thursday. Making our way through the week, almost getting to the weekend. Hopefully the weather will be nice this weekend so that we can get outside a little bit and go on bike rides and enjoy the sunshine. Fingers crossed that it doesn't rain again all day, but we will see. So I wanted to go over a little bit of your daily assignments for today. The first thing that I wanted to mention is that you are doing your Charlotte's Web character trait analysis worksheet that's on Google Docs right now, the one that you started the other day. And so if you remember when we were doing our biography reports and you were typing, if you turned it in, the way that you have to, or what you have to do to be able to re-edit is unsubmit it. So just do exactly what you did on your biography report. Just go back to your assignment, click on the character trait study for Charlotte's Web, and then unsubmit it if you submitted it so that you can go ahead and edit and retype in for the next part. So do not do part 2. Don't do the paragraph on Fern. Okay, we are skipping a part 3, and you need to find 3 additional pieces of evidence for Charlotte to support. You have 2 options. Either why she is hardworking or why she is kind. So you get to choose. So I would choose the one that you feel is stronger, where you have more evidence to prove one over the other. There are a lot of pieces in there that I know that you can find and use from your book. So you get to pick one or the other, okay? The next thing is your All About book. So you all have started working on this yesterday. You did your cover and you numbered the pages. I want to make sure that you numbered my diagram of page 1. So this needs to be page 1 right here, okay? This is going to be page 2. And in the instructions, it says that you are using pages 2 and 3, okay, pages 2 and 3, to write your first subtopic or your first chapter. So I'm going to actually go through and put up another video of myself modeling this for my own book, so you know exactly what you need to do. But I know I'm going to get the question, Miss Dellinges, what if I wrote my entire subtopic and I didn't need to fill out the whole page? Okay, well, first of all, you have a topic sentence, 4 facts, transition words, and a conclusion sentence. So I'm hoping that that is enough to bring you onto the other page. I know that some of us like to write teeny, teeny, tiny. You know who you are. I need it not to be teeny tiny because I might be asking you to take pictures of your work and send it to me so that I can see it. And if it is teeny tiny, guess what? Miss Ellen just cannot read it. And then you're going to have to rewrite it again. And we do not want that to happen. So please write larger, okay? When you get onto the second page, if you do not fill out that whole page, you are not going to start your next subtopic or your next chapter on the same page. You will move to the next blank page to start your new subtopic. So don't worry about that today because you are not even doing your next subtopic today. You're just starting on your first. Okay? I will, again, post a video modeling this, so be sure to go look at that video link. I think, the Declaration of Independence today, we're skipping back to social studies. You did the first where you read the article, and then the second part that I filled in, it's on a video that is linked just like we always do. So take your notes on that as you watch the video. All right? Okay, now we are going to get to Because of Winn, Dixie, my favorite. Woohoo, woohoo. Read aloud time. Okay. Chapter 17. Well, Litmus came home from the war, said Miss Franny, as she went on with her story, and found himself alone. And he sat down on what used to be the front step of his house, and he cried and cried. He cried just like a baby. He missed his mama, and he missed his daddy, and he missed his sisters, and he missed the boy he used to be. Because if you remember where we ended in chapter 16, Litmus came back, and everyone else had really sadly passed away in his family. So really tragic event. And, you know, we know what it feels like to be lonely, right? When he finally finished crying, he had the strangest sensation. He felt like he wanted something sweet. He wanted a piece of candy. He hadn't had a piece of candy in years. And it was right then that he made a decision. Yes, ma'am. Litmus W. Block figured the world was a sorry affair and that it had enough ugly things in it, and what he was going to do was concentrate on putting something sweet in it. He got up and started walking. He walked all the way to Florida, and the whole time he was walking, he was planning. Planning what? I asked. Why, planning the candy factory. Did he build it? I asked. Of course he did. It's still standing out on Fairville Road. That old building, said Amanda. That big spooky one? It is not spooky, said Miss Franny. It was the birthplace of the family fortune. It was there that my great-grandfather manufactured the Litmus lozenge, a candy that was famous all over the world. I've never heard of it, said Amanda. Me neither, I said. Well, said Miss Franny, they aren't made anymore. The world, it seems, lost its appetite for Litmus lozenges, but I still happen to have a few. She opened the top drawer of her desk. It was full of candy. She opened the drawer below that. It was full of candy, too. Miss Franny Block's whole desk was full of candy. I could probably make a connection to that right now because I don't know about you guys, but I have been wanting sweets so badly lately, and you know that nostalgia and sweets don't mix well, so this is just making me hungry. Would you care for a Litmus lozenge? She asked Amanda and me. Yes, please, said Amanda. Sure, I said. Can Winn Dixie have one too? I have never known a dog that cared for hard candy, said Miss Franny, but he's welcome to try one. Miss Franny gave Amanda one Litmus lozenge and me 2. I unwrapped one and held it out to Winn Dixie. He sat up and sniffed it and wagged his tail and took the candy from between my fingers real gentle. He tried to chew on it, and when that didn't work, he just swallowed the whole thing in one big gulp. Then he wagged his tail at me and lay back down. I ate my Litmus lozenge slow. It tasted good. It tasted like root beer and strawberry and something else I didn't have a name for. Something that made me feel kind of sad. I looked over at Amanda. She was sucking on her candy and thinking hard. Do you like it? Miss Franny asked me. Yes, ma'am, I told her. What about you, Amanda? Do you like the Litmus lozenge? Yes, ma'am, she said, but it makes me think of things I feel sad about. I wondered what in the world Amanda Wilkinson had to feel sad about. She wasn't new to town. She had a mama and a daddy. I'd seen her with them in church. There's a secret ingredient in there, Miss Franny said. I know it, I told her. I can taste it. What is it? Sorrow, Miss Franny said. Not everybody can taste it. Children especially seem to have a hard time knowing it's there. I want you to think about what sorrow means. And it said before, if I go back into my context clues, that Amanda feels sad. So I wonder if that can help us figure out sorrow. So sorrow is like that sadness that you feel, kind of shades of meaning. I would say that sorrow is a stronger word than sad is. Okay? I tasted, I said. Me too, said Amanda. Well then, Miss Franny said, you probably both had your share of sadness. Oh, there we go. If I kept reading, I would have found a big context clue right there, wouldn't I? I had to move away from Watley and leave all my friends, I said. This is one sadness I have had. And Dunlap and Stevie Dewberry are always picking on me. That's another sadness. And the biggest one, my biggest sadness, is that my mama left me when I was still small. And I can hardly remember her. I keep hoping I'll get to meet her and tell her some stories. It makes me miss Carson, said Amanda. She sounded like she was going to cry. I have to go. She got up and almost ran out of the Herman W. Block Memorial Library. Who's Carson? I asked Miss Franny. She shook her head. Sorrow, she said. It is a sorrow-filled world. But how do you put that in a piece of candy, I asked her. How do you get that taste in there? That's the secret, she said. That's why Litmus made a fortune. He manufactured a piece of candy that tasted sweet and sad at the same time. Can I have a piece to take to my friend Gloria Dunn, and another one to take to Otis down at Gertrude's Pets, and one for the preacher, and one for Sweetie Pie too? You can have as many as you want, said Miss Franny. So I stuffed my pockets full of Litmus lozenges, and I thanked Miss Franny for her story, and I checked out Gone with the Wind, which is a very good big book, and I told Winn Dixie to get up, and the two of us left and went over to Gloria Dump's. I rode right past the Dewberry's house. Dunlap and Stevie were playing football in the front yard, and I was just getting ready to stick my tongue out at them. Then I thought about what Miss Brandy had said about war and how bad it was, and I thought about what Gloria Dump said about not judging them too hard, and so I just waved instead. They stood and stared at me. But when I was almost all the way past, I saw Dunlap put his hand up in the air and wave back. Hey, he hollered, hey, Opal. I waved harder, and I thought about Amanda Wilkinson and how it was neat that she liked a good story the same as I did. And I wondered again, ... What are you going to say? Something's coming. Who was Carson? And that is where I will leave you for our morning message and read aloud this morning. Please tune into my other videos on your writing because you know I'm picky, and on your math if you need help. All right, miss you guys. Sending virtual hugs. Bye.